Hey guys, this is Jerry. So I wanted to give a little energy update about the next 2 months. So the next 2 months are June and July. And I've already said this about April and May, but I have been feeling this human resonance, and I know that you guys have been feeling it too. And it is really off the charts. It is super intense, and I'm already feeling a lot of those changes, the ascension, the symptoms, the changes internally, and just noticing external changes as well. But I just wanted to give you guys some data points and some energetical points about what we're going to most likely be feeling and going through in June and July. So we've already went through April and May. In April, I like to think of as the Taurus month that we've already been through the divine masculine. May, we've already been through the upgrades for the divine feminine, and now they're both meeting together, and we can see that in astrology because when we look up in the night sky, pretty soon Venus and Jupiter are going to meet together. And Venus is very bright in the stars in the skies right now. So the divine masculine, the divine feminine that is inside of you is meeting together, just like as above, so below, as within, so without. So this is definitely going to be happening. And if you haven't been a balanced person, you haven't been a very balanced person, you need to check yourself. If you've been overly masculine, just like this earth, this system, this matrix wants you to be, then that means you're going to be forcing things. That means that you're going to have a checklist, you're going to have a to-do list, you're going to make sure that you're going to be that good employee, you're going to be that boss that just goes after the money and doesn't think about anything internal and doesn't allow the universe to give you and to receive from the universe and source. So, June and July, and I'm not the only person that's saying it. I'm gonna call it as probably going to be the most intense energetically for humanity. So whenever stuff like that starts happening, wherever we start to feel too many shifts and too many things just start to release, this is when we start to also see things start to dissipate, things start to happen in the exterior world, and this is when the unveiling happens. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not going to pretend I'm a prophet. All I know is that there's already things in place that the deep state or the Looney Tunes, whatever you want to call them, have in place because they put them in place because they're basically making sure that they do everything on their timeline, and they want us to energize their timeline by giving our attention to these things. So if you're watching the news and you're getting scared, you're just basically giving away your loosh, giving away your energy. You're giving away your energy to a dead system that's trying to go away, that's trying to dissipate, that's trying to lift off of this reality. So let it go. Let it go. And this goes for things in your life. If you're still stuck to validation, you're still stuck to, oh, I need this credential, oh, I need to get my to-do list done, you're still stuck to your job or your conception of who you think you are, it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go because you are much grander than that. And I know there's a lot of people that are waking up and a lot of people that have been awake, and we already are starting to feel that our old ways of being, our old habits are just not going to work anymore. So stop trying to tread through these muddy waters, through all this mud, because it's not going anywhere. And also think and reflect to yourself, like, who do I think I am? What does my true self really feel like? Where is my true being? If you just close your eyes before you go to sleep and you ask yourself, where is my spirit at? Where is my spirit at? Where could it be located at? Where do I feel myself? And most likely it's not going to be fully in this body. It's not going to be fully in this material body. So, if you prided yourself as a teacher, a doctor, you've been thinking, oh, I'm such a success, I'm doing such good work, I'm doing all X, Y, and Z, I deserve all these accolades. No, that's not going to really matter, and it's not to put you down, but you also need to pull away the shade, pull away the veil, and realize that you're much more than that. And there's a sense of peace, there's a sense of ecstasy that wants you to meet it. And you can only meet Source when you have silence. You can only meet Source when you get away from the distractions, when you pull yourself away from this 3D hologram and you realize, wow, that was fun. I'm so glad I was doing a good job at playing me today. I was a good job playing the character of blah 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 today, but now I'm going to pull away and I'm going to just be, and I'm going to go into that silence. I'm going to the 0 point. I'm going to be able to stream more of my higher self down so I can receive the changes, I can receive the new earth, I can be the new earth. People can start to feel my vibrations, my authenticity, my true self, the source codes, just through being around you, just by being in your presence, just by being in your proximity. Because usually a person has an aura of around 7 feet. But people that are really lit up, people that are literally higher gods on earth, their proximity and their aura exudes out a lot more than an average person. And that easily is you. That easily can be you. If you're doing your inner work, you're allowing yourself to release yourself from past notions, past conceptions of who you thought you were, who you thought you needed to be. Releasing the resistance from yourself if you think that, oh, I should be way ahead of the spiritual curve. I should already be this enlightened being. I should be like Buddha. Or you're thinking, oh, I should have already had, whatever society told us that we already needed to have by whatever certain age. It's not real and it doesn't exist. So, yeah, guys, I just wanted to give this as an announcement because I can definitely feel it, and I know a lot of other people are speaking about it. June and July, unprecedented in terms of energy, and if you're open to these energies, then you're just going to become the new true you. You're going to allow this peace, you're going to allow this ecstasy to flow through your being, and you're going to most likely be in a state of being in reality that is beyond what we imagined, beyond what you remembered. So just be open to that and take care of yourself, release the things that you need to release, open yourself up to the silence, to meditation. Have moments where there is no background noise, there's no stimulation, there's nobody talking to you, talking at you through a phone, or just in your environment. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it as there. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.